just share something with you, and I think it helps to, you know, when I learned this, I'm like, oh my goodness. You know, back in the late 17th and 18th century, there were black indentured servants and white indentured servants. And they all would work for the 7 years and get their freedom. And they didn't see any difference in each other. Nobody worried about skin color. They married each other. You know, these were poor whites and poor blacks in the same boat. So they were slaves, but they were both slaves and both had the opportunity to work out of slavery. But then they started looking at the injustices that they faced and started then trying, you know, the people with money, you know, they started the poor whites and poor blacks were, you know, they married each other, they lived together, they were just like we would be. And they started looking at what was happening to them and decided we need to do something about it, you know, about this. Well, the people with money, the elite, decided, hey, we need to do something here to divide them. So that's when they made black people servants for life. That's when they put laws in place forbidding them to marry each other. That's when they created the racism that we know of today. They did it to keep us divided. And it started working so well, they said, gosh, look like we've come up on something here that could last generations. And here we are, over 400 years later, and it's still working. What we have to do is get that out of our heads. There is no difference between us. The only difference is that the folks with money want to stay in power, and whether it's health care or whatever it is, they'll do what they need to do to keep that power, you know. It's always about money, y'all. You know, I haven't seen such mean-spirited people as I've seen lately over this issue of health care. Some of the racism we thought was buried, didn't it surface? Now, we endured 8 years of the Bushes, and we didn't do the stuff these Republicans are doing because you have a black president.